Hi guys, welcome back to Spiritual Awakening and Abundance Part 2. We left off Part 1 at the spiritual awakening, enlightening our burden and conditioning in relation to what abundance means. When we hold on to our concepts around abundance and what we think it might mean, like I want to live in a certain way, I want a lifestyle, I want to travel, I want to have freedom, and you think that I want to be able to do more philanthropy, so you just throw in a little bit of a selfish act as well. I want my child to go to private school, I want to be able to afford this, afford that, da 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 da, right? Now, all of those things that we feel that we want hold a certain emptiness in them. And that certain emptiness is whatever I feel I'm lacking is what I want. Deeper than that is, why do I feel that I cannot connect with the feeling that would come as a result of my wants and my desires being met? Because those of us who might have already achieved all of these things may feel very empty despite it all, and then go to the other extreme of trying to find whatever it is because there is still a hole that we are trying to fill. Yes, some of these things come from our childhood. There'll be a conditioned way of what abundance is. Maybe we had a poverty complex. Maybe we came from that thing. And so being poor is quite familiar to us. And we can go broke and be very comfortable being broke because that is our comfort zone, being broke, because that's what we've always known. So we are quite okay to live like this, and we won't feel pushed either way, right? And then some of us, because of that very reason, will be pushed to be doing all of these other things, and then you achieve all of these other things, but yet that hole is not full, right? That hole doesn't get filled because what we are lacking is the connection to the whole, WHOLE. That longing to belong, that feeling. So if you like, imagine that there is a ball of light and you're part of it, and then there was a big bang, and then you were one of the sparks that came out. Now, in that distance that you came off that, right now, that created, let's say, a wound of separation, which is an illusion. Because imagine that there's a circle of light and there's a spark, but that spark, that line is still existing. Just because you have sprouted into something doesn't stop your connection with that big ball of light. That illusion is what keeps us, so we call it the veil of illusion, which keeps us in this ignorance that I am now this spark of light and I am independent on my own, which eventually a spiritual awakening shows you that you've always been connected to the whole. And not just that you're connected to the whole, but every other part of existence, the entirety of existence, is a reflection of who we are. It is also something that we are connected with. So we are always connected. But it isn't as simple as that. Whilst we are connected, we may not be able to share the same space because of our vibrational frequency. How much have we been able to attune ourselves into that pure intelligence? This is why there is only a limited amount of time that you will be able to stand each other if you're at two different vibrational frequencies. So you can dip in and out of each other's lives, but you will not be able to sustain a long time with one another. And this is why you'll find a lot of people, a lot of us, like, who are vibrating at a higher frequency, shall we say, or at a frequency that is closer to pure intelligence, often prefer solitude or even simply are solitary, because as you get to that stage, it's very hard for everybody else to live with you, or for us to be able to live together. And the other reason is there is no need, there is no neediness, or there is no codependence, or that I need to live with other people, because us on our own, once we connect with everything else, we become mini universes ourselves. Not become, but we realize that we are, because we always were. So abundance is bringing ourselves into that state. So you'll find that people are counting their pennies. You're thinking, I don't want to be counting my pennies. You feel frustrated that, look, so look, this is my cash box. Let's open it up, right? And let's see, right? Now, how much do we have in there? Not enough. So is this all we made? Oh, so you think that this is all I have in my cash box, and therefore this is all that we have. And so now I need to budget, I need to buy business plans, right? But I'm here to suggest something else. When we have that mentality that I only have £5, and then we start off with money as being our state of what is going to bring everything else to us, then truly you are limiting yourself to that £5, right? So you're limiting yourself or your abundance to money. So your abundance will literally always be in accordance with how much money you have, which is very, very limiting, because abundance is not money. It comes in so many forms. So you'll find that your money will come and go, and you'll pretty much be all about the money, and there'll be a hole inside that we are always trying to fill with something else. And even with all of it, you're still not full. When we are counting money, or we live paycheck to paycheck, the discomfort that is causing is, one, because we have equated abundance to money, and second, because we are beyond that and we are infinite and we are already abundant. We are not meant to be counting the pennies or meant to be living like that, because money is not our abundance, and because abundance is already there. So we start to feel uncomfortable because we are not in alignment with who we really are. And when we are not, we are not able to actually listen into these other ideas or tune into these other realms of how to realize your abundance, right? So if we look at something and say, oh, I didn't make this much yesterday, what a waste, or I didn't do this, and la 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 la, then you miss the point, right? Look at the amount of people you connect with. So you could be somebody who has gone all out on something, or you've invested in something and you're not getting that, or maybe you invested in something and you lost your money, because at the moment we have so many different types of traders who sort of tell you, oh, come and give me this amount of money and I'll go and trade for you and you'll have this much, and then you never see your money. But because we think, oh, money is my abundance and it's going to solve everything, you're like, okay, let me go and borrow some money, right? And I will just go and make all of this money. But that's not. Your abundance is who you are. And that's why we say, look around you and see everything that you already have, and you'll see that you already have so much, right? That it is something that we can't even fathom or count. And this is one of the gifts of a spiritual awakening, that it literally frees you. It totally frees you from any conditioning about what abundance truly is. Tune in for some more. Lots and lots of love. Take care.